Hello and welcome to BeesTV. Today we played QPR and they came back from a goal behind to win against Brentford, the first time they've done it in a while. But overall, a lot of disappointment. And again, there's two losses in a row. And now we are just going to have to move and we are going to have to look to push on. We said it last week. We tried to push on for this week, but it was not possible. Today, I am joined by Jon Rees, the wonderful Jon Rees. Jon, what went wrong today?
Well, what went wrong? I think just some really key decisions, like bad decisions made at key times. Like for their first goal, I thought we were looking comfortable. We weren't at our best by any means today. At any point in the game, but I still thought 61 minutes or so we were looking comfortable, and I expected us to go on and maybe get a second. We often hit a second gear in or a fourth or fifth gear in away games around that time, and we start to really find more space and really start to kind of open teams up. And I that's the way I felt it was going to go. And then we had a corner, a break from the corner. We had three players around their midfielder that was breaking through, and I was screaming at the telly, just get a tackle in, put a tackle in. It doesn't matter if you foul him, get a yellow card. You know what I mean? Just get a tackle in. Nobody put a tackle in. All goes out to left wing, and it's 1-1. It was just I was really disappointed. It's just some really poor decision making, and then again, Rico Henry had a chance to kind of head clear, and he just kind of put it straight back into the penalty spot. And yeah, so it was those key moments where we just made poor decisions, and it's really frustrating because I thought we were comfortable. Fair play to QPR, they probably deserved it in the end, but the position we were in, that it was poor to concede quickly, too quickly like that, and then kind of not have an answer as well. And I think the other thing that went wrong is that we then lost our shape. So we did, instead of counteracting kind of what they were doing, we just tried to put, too many people forward, and we lost the midfield. And then we were getting frustrated and giving away stupid fouls. And I thought if we stuck to our game plan, even when we went 2-1 down, I could have seen us getting something out of it. Sergi was finding some good space, Rico Henry, but yeah, it just kind of, we completely lost our shape for the last 10 minutes and never looked like really doing anything. So yeah, very disappointing.
Thank you. As a Brentford fan for years, as you are, what are the emotions in the camp going forward to drop points 2 weeks in a row and to look at a really, really important time in the season with only 15, 16 games left?
Yeah, it's worrying in a sense that, we've hit top of the league and then we've wobbled, and that, going back over many, many years, that kind of, when we've got into a position where everybody's going, oh, you're the best team in the league, you're going to cruise this, it's all going to be okay now. We find a way to, undo it all through our own, kind of, I don't know what it is. And so, I try not to think about that too much because, new sets of players, new mentalities, and they're a seriously talented group. And I mean, obviously I would have been there if we weren't in this pandemic, and it would have been really disappointing. I've got a lot of friends. I lived in Shepherd's Bush for a long time. Got a lot of friends that support QPR, and it would have hurt and all that. But now I don't care about that. It's just about the points and the fact that Swansea scored at 87th minute winner. Apparently, like, they deserve to lose that game completely, and they found a way to win. Norwich have won. Bournemouth, last time I checked, were winning. So everybody's gained points on us, and now it looks, now we've got to find our form again quickly, because there's not many teams that are going along. There's not many teams falling apart at the moment. You know what I mean? And So we cannot afford this wobble to turn into a falling apart. I don't think it will, but obviously you get nervous, don't you?
Yeah, of course you get nervous, and especially that we were playing QPR. I think in previous years we've found that it's been an event of we're playing QPR, it's QPR. But I think now this season we've realised it's not about them, it's about ourselves, and it's about what can we do for ourselves. Do you feel that a bit of the it's not the rivalry fading, it's just more of a concentration on ourselves? We don't care about QPR, we don't care what they're doing. Did you feel
Yeah,
that?
yeah, definitely. We and the QPR friends that I have, they compliment us, you know what I mean, on how well we run we are. These are, sensible people, not idiots, that, but they know we're a better run club. They know that the way we do our transfer business is much better than them. We know that they know that we've got a long-term vision, whereas they've always got this short-term attitude towards it. If it's not working, change it around, get in Neil Warnock or something. It's like they're sick to death of, how poor they are compared to us. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's not about that. I don't. We are a better team than them. They're on a good run. Fair play to them. They play some decent stuff, and they probably deserve to win tonight. But that rivalry right now, I couldn't give a shit about it. It's just about getting the points in the bag and giving us, particularly Swansea. I've got a bit of an issue with Swansea at the moment. I just think I don't know how they keep winning. They never look that good to me, but they just keep winning. And Steve Cooper just winds me up. And I just think like they're now a point behind us with 2 games in hand, and we've let that happen. Do you know what I mean? And that, I couldn't care less about Norwich. If we finish second behind Norwich, I'll be happy as anything. You know what I mean? But putting a gap between us and third space is what we need to do, and we've thrown away 2 opportunities to keep that gap. We've let it close, and now we're relying. It's out of our hands again in a way. I know it's a long way to go, but we kind of had the points in the bag, and yeah, it's frustrating. But I did say last time we spoke, I said there'll be wobbles along the way, and it's good. It's not going to be plain sailing. Do you know what I mean? I'd still be very confident that we can turn this round and still finish in the top 2. You know what I mean? But yeah, and always frustrated after a loss to a local rival. Always frustrated at a loss when we should have seen the game out. Really, But there you go. That's football, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, as you said, what you say about we have to do anything we can do to get promoted, whichever way it is, not the playoffs. I think securing that second, making that gap between second and third, that's the most important thing. We had the opportunity to do so twice against QPR and Barnsley, but it did not happen. And I had Jatton on the episode where we lost against Barnsley, and he said, if we do not get promoted, it's down. It was in our hands, and it would be down to us and us only. There's no saying about can we get some luck from Swansea or Norwich dropping points. No, it's not about that. It's all down to us. Yeah, pretty much. That's all I've got to say. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, and those games, when you're not playing particularly well, find a way to get a result. If we could have, because I felt as soon as they scored, we suddenly looked rattled. Instead of going right, we solidify here and we kind of make sure we don't lose this game. But we just look rattled, and then we're 2-1 down. And I think that, that worries me in a sense of, teams that do get over the line find a way to get a result, and we've had 2 games where we've played poor, and that's going to happen. But if we could have come away from that game with a 1-0 or 1-0, having played poorly, you think that's promotion form. That's what promotion and league winning sides do. But it's a long, it's still a hell of a long way to go. There'll be ups and downs and rounds, and we'll all be biting every nail we've got off, before it's over. So we'll see. you'd still have taken where we are at the start of the season right now. You know, I remember when we spoke at the beginning of the season, I said, you know, if we're kind of, you know, 4 or 5 points off the top halfway stage, then I'd be happy, because I'd fancy us to kind of, you know, to finish strongly, because we've got so many young players that are getting better. So, you know, I still stand by that. I think we'll finish strongly. Yeah, we never do it the easy way. It's Brentford, you know what I mean?
It's Brentford, isn't it? That's what they say. Yeah, thank you, Jon. Do you have anything else to add?
Nothing. Yeah, it's just, you know, it's a disappointing night, but, you know, hopefully, you know, the players pick themselves up. We as fans will always pick ourselves up. You know, we've been through much worse. And, yeah, we'll hopefully give Coventry a football lesson on Saturday and get back into winning ways.
Come on, you bees. That's all.
Come on, you bees. Nice one, Rajo.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jon, for joining. As always, thank you very much for watching BeesTV. Make sure to subscribe. Thank you very much. On to the next game, and goodbye.